biggest demons that they have faced. We'll immediately start getting off to the races here. Qeon sliding in around the backside of Rumble, and it seems like they are not prepared for this at all. Crazy Guy able to find one, but suddenly things spiral out of control as the 1-2 tap.
Going to be fearsome. The fragging power out of control. The double stack for RRQ going to be attempted. You've got the paranoia on a snake bite. That's it for Util.
One able to find one, finds two. Bit more.
Where's the stack? This is so common on these ecos, especially on Lotus, that maybe there's going to be a 4-1 somewhere. Munchin's going to go exploring.
Talking about one of those pistols, might be losing it here. Yep, Gen.G will be able to find that kill. Just go down.
Munchin's going to be on his own quite often for Gen.G, so that's not too bad of a read, but that's a good kill for Ash.
Gen.G trying to scale forward here off the back of the salvos. Find somebody there with that stun, but Texture still able to go ahead and find the headshot. As now sight's going to be turned in towards B. The blast back forward. It's going to be Foxy9 actually collecting the eliminations here. Sparrow will find that other kill, but as you're talking, I'm sure there will be plenty.
It's the best.
I mean, we have two of the most boisterous players on stage with him and Moniette on the opposite side. And it's going to be Gen.G, though, getting involved.
That's going to bring out the response here from the Viper.
I'm just getting around, and Munchkin, he is swooping in closer and closer, and doesn't nearly have the transfer there on for it.
That's pretty standard Gen.G. They want to get through and lurk onto your back when you're trying to get that retake to go.
Sees the hold of a bay there for the moment. Moniette pulls off for just a little moment there, and then Foxy9 swoops in, is able to find the kill, brings it now to parity. 3v3. Strafing forward. Qeon, good for the transfer in. Now just Crazy Guy left. He's just got no way to clear this out. Will just slowly drift away, try to hold on to the weapon, but that's going to be a big bonus conversion for the side of Gen.G. As fault line, will it connect? It's going to be a little bit too shallow. And it's going to be Util in hand as Qeon collects himself.
Earlier in this part of the year when Foxy9 comes in on the Sentinel role, was he was having trouble finding those timings on those lurks. And that was probably a reason why they might have set him down. And Texture just gets one off the rip. Jump is gone.
The revenge for the previous round there. Texture seeing that jump as well, knows that Cushy is going to be nearby. And as Qeon just spraying him out. So able to go ahead opt to back away. Texture, however, seems to favor his odds, and we'll just eventually go ahead and get the adjustment. Great piece for him. Crazy up to the races so far. As mentioned, Showstopper is available. Texture blast packing forward. Xpero here by himself. Showstopper now going to be drawn in. Oh, spots him out right there in the smoke. And Texture is able to collect it. No chance of escape here for Xpero. Just coming at him way too quickly. Sheer wall set up is going to alert this flank coming in from behind. And as Texture on the swing, just manages to plant his feet.
Up into this corner again, but this time he immediately pops the door. He's letting them know. So it's so hard to read.
Gen.G looking for the timing, tries to go out for it, but Munchkin just too snappy. Gets the readjustment. Gen.G now dropped once again here. First casualty of the round. Manya Xpero considering a double face, and Munchkin still doing well to come away with a second kill there. Texture bounding forward, has the haunt reveal, swings in. I don't think Crazy Guy had any idea of his position, but Cushy similarly able to go ahead and catch Foxy9 off guard, but then Texture's still there on the site, swings in from behind. Xpero now has to clutch this out. Battle recovered, but he is just strafing forward, and Texture, a little bit of misalignment there to begin, but spotted. But has he spotted Munchkin? Seems like yes. Slowed down on the jiggle peeking. Cushy though, swooping forward, so maybe they don't have the read after all. Munchkin, ooh, doesn't anticipate the reposition. It's a nice little slide back from Moniette.
Get too early from Crazy Guy.
Not spotting anything. Crazy Guy still kind of reading this late lurk.
Time though.
The pivot into B. He's trying to buy this, but takes his eyes away from main. Foxy9 there to capitalize. The spike now going to be planted. Xpero just going to be banking that snake bite in, but loses his life. Gen.G now is asked to do it all. A 1v4 with Foxy watching the angle, hitting the headshot. 7-0 now the scoreline. Oh, going round, and right now Munchkin, he's actually in behind Gen.G. Eyes turning back over. He's going to catch a glimpse. Gen.G still unscouted. Texture bounding around, does fall. Gen.G able to find the head, but Qeon is there for the trade out. Equalizes it, and now they're just going to look to try to juggle these weapons away.
Help, help, help. That was my Texture impression.
30 seconds left.
Yeah. Foxy's shown that he has a future in the Valorant Carnival as a juggler, perhaps. As he is continuing to hold this angle, just keep these weapons out of hand. Crazy Guy taken down, swing out. Eventually finds the spray. Cushy gone. And Munchkin saying, yeah, why take a chance? Send the pit. Drops it on the site and guarantees the round here for Gen.G. Guarantees this flawless round over round play.
It's been crazy. They've been most
Packs obviously committed. Suppress now going to be connecting as well. Texture just bounding back and gets forced into the open, and this time the AWP shot does connect. Nice little setup there from Cushy with the Armageddon. Pushes out the raise and they're able to capitalize. Kill is found. Seal guarded now, however, going to be invested here on the side. Qeon trying to swoop in off the back side of that one, is unable to do so, and Monyet over at Mound finds Munchkin. Best chance in a round that RRQ has found so far. As Qeon takes aggressive space, immediately gets the tap, looks for the transfer for the third, cannot. But what damage is dealt? 2v3 now with Fox, he tucked here at stairs. TP forward, Monyet basically shoulder to shoulder, and Foxy, some damage dealt, but kill not found. Paranoia gonna be dodged out. Ash has to do it all, spots the first, looks for the transfer, but Cushy will stand tall. 13-0, no more. RRQ will get themselves online and on the board here in round number 9.
This is just a tremendous counterplay here. Keep their economy okay. You know, they're still able to get the rifles, a few half armors here and there, but all's well that ends well. Still have that showstopper to consider. Oh.
And this time it's going to be Munchkin taken down. Jemkin finding the first shot. Does have this dimensional drift in case things get a little bit dicey. Gate crash is set up in Waterfall here for the moment. It's a Prowler. Waits it out, eventually clears it. This time showstopper going to be sent in towards the back. Crazy Guy, however, able to trade it out. Texture dead before the rocket can connect. Player advantage still going to be here for RRQ.
Spike planted.
Qeon trying to take a cheeky angle.
Swap of the weapons. It's Foxy trying to play it unexpected timing, perhaps? But Ash gets 2 crisp shots, and Cushy and Xfero now suddenly eliminated. Tucks back around the corner. The fake out leading the charge. The real thing, however, finding the kill. Double face coming in. Monyet to collect. RRQ now finding their second round win.
All right, starting to get it together. Had to throw some ultimates there with the Jemkin.
Paranoia at the ready.
Knows he's in there.
Maybe he's thinking about a smoke now. And we'll go ahead and send one door. Going to be broken. Double face out. Qeon going to be taken down. As Cushy finds Texture. It's another great start to a round here from RRQ. Op shot not going to connect this time around. Foxy is able to go ahead and scale forward a bit. This flash not quite connecting. The shorty almost takes him down, but does not confirm the kill. Foxy with a sliver does manage to hold on. And Munchkin similarly getting headshot. Falls down to about half HP, but still does manage to go ahead and stay alive. Stealth drone going to be cleared. Munchkin collects the operator. He's going to go ahead and look to peek in at Waterfall. Holds the angle, cannot readjust. Timing going to be found as the stun goes in. Ash able to dodge this one out. Salvos and everything thrown at him. Oh, kitchen sink may as well be chucked in. He just wants him to peek the angle. Eventually is able to get him to do so. As Ash looks to try to clutch this one out.
Did he hear
defuse? It? I don't think he has. It's just being held. Monyet, he's got the one way to try to play off of, and Ash cannot realign the spray. Damn narrow margins, but our 7 kills, but pretty much all of them have just been nice little one taps.
Yeah.
Stun in, looking for the Armageddon, and that is Texture dead. A great little trap.
Holding the line at C for now, although Cushy starting to make his way over. So this could work out pretty nicely for Gen.G. They're able to bait the drone out. Just a little bit of pressure, but that shot from Jemkin.
It's the tap of the door, but he's got the quick exit from the gate crash. Qeon now going to be TPing into the back of a site, but Monyet is still holding a lobby. With this rebel control, push out, snaps down, Munchkin dead. And now Foxy 9 needs to try to work his way over here, but the op has further reinforced the position.
One enemy remaining.
Cover going.
An ace clutch for Qeon from RRQ is here in the site. Peeks, looks for the first one. The op scaling forward, finds the tap on the one. Gets a shot into the shoulder of Jemkin. And in the end, RRQ will be able to go ahead and collect 4 rounds here in the back end.
That Tejo might give away enough here for Gen.G to start going for these moves, but look at Xfero.
Watching this lurk. Qeon, however, gets the first spot. With the double face, they're able to go ahead and take him down, so kill is found. Texture now playing dodge. The player is just shifting away from RRQ, waiting for some reinforcements to join in here on this A site, which RRQ know that for the moment is secure. They're trying to clear. Qeon taking some forward space, ends up getting taken down. Gen.G riding the rope. He's able to trade one back there. Snaps up, finds another headshot, a third kill for him, but Texture will pick up a 3K. He's now going to be sent. Gen.G just throwing some delay util. There's Texture peeking out from stairs, able to find one Ash crossfire setup from the baby door. Finds Moniette. Prowler scouting a little bit more as Texture continuing to push forward. Finds Xpero. Qeon just strafing across, Spectre in hand. Finds it, and it's going to be another 3K back-to-back for Texture.
Like, they went 6 and 6 on their defender side, so like, this is really painful for RRQ.
Yeah.
This is a really stalwart Gen.G team. Yep.
Wall falls, so too does Gen.G, cut in half by the judge. It's Qeon looking for the peek in. Wow! Shot just snaps in for it. Sheer wall raised, Spike on the opposite side of it, and a snake bite there to defend. RRQ is going to have to save the 2 weapons that they still have in hand. You would suspect. Burrow strafing forward, does manage to come away with a kill.
It's definitely not going to be easy.
Weapon upgrade there available for Crazy Guy, but doesn't want to make the noise.
Yep.
Qeon seems to be reading it perfectly, but doesn't get the shot perfectly.
Ow.
Yeah. Dimensional drift, the only real thing to speak of here. As Gen.G just setting out a C's nade combination, showstopper in hand here for Texture, swooping forward, getting caught off guard. Crazy Guy finds 2, Gen.G finds another, and suddenly Gen.G are on the back foot in a major way. 2 players versus 5, weapons upgraded. RRQ looking right as rain. What just happened?
I don't know.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
I mean, Foxy9 just dimensional drift in play. Actually, TP's right off the rip with it. Throws out another one. He's gonna go see what's going on over towards C. Maybe set up the team for a big hit. Oh my God! Never checked behind.
Yep. Goes for the exit, and Foxy9 able to immediately put him down. Similar scenes here for Moniette. Qeon just up and over the top. There's the bound forward, the double check. And Cool Guys do not look at explosion. It does not have the money for another one, and whiffs the shot. Slides back, whiffs the follow-up shot. Okay, Crazy Guy with a nice headshot. Are they sprinting in for a plan? I think it's just sprint to get in behind Rubble here. Surely.
10 seconds left.
I don't. He might.
Is he gonna try to make a go of this? Qeon looking for a flank. Well, the time's just not there either way, so can maybe get some plant money, but Qeon is just gonna say no. Denies that away. Op is scooped up by Munt.
Spring rolls. Oh, that does sound really good right now.
Yep. Well, Texture this time. Able to hit the shot. 3 peaks, spots out multiple, and cannot get away with the blast pack at the same time. Gen.G over outside Rubble here. Finds a headshot on to Ash. Qeon on the hunt, but whiffs the opening shots. And looks like both players widely going to be going their separate ways. C-site still targeted here for the side of RRQ for the moment as Munchkin still creeping in behind the boxes, unread, absolutely unexpected. And absolutely unpunished. 2 kills found, 2 players remaining to the side of RRQ. Qeon and Moniette refacing back in, a bit of damage suffered here. He looks for more, presses forward, dodges the stun, finds the third, and will be taken down. Seems like 3K is all that anyone's going to get on the side of Gen.G for this map. Double stack here at B main. Moniette asked to clutch this out.
Left.
They're gonna be moving over towards B here pretty quick. Are they just gonna stack together is the big question. Yep. Here we go. Nope.
And there you go. This will just hound him down 13 to.
Look at this. They're expecting this. RQ's kind of ready.
Reading this incredibly well, and he should be dead to rights, and he will be. Does still get a good amount of damage across.
Yeah.
You can see RRQ being really diligent on this pistol round. Want to make sure that they get this one over the line, but Munchkin on the timing.
Peeks out, up and over the top. Xpero able to go ahead and find himself a second elimination now.
Gen.G really weak.
Staying planted here in this forward position. Ride up and over the top here from Qeon, but the question is, does he look down? Because Jemkin is looking up. Push forward, Foxy9 not ready for it. Jemkin still able to come away with one. Qeon turns back, finds him on yet, but cannot get the previously tagged up Jet. So
Qeon does have that Sheriff, though.
going forward. Push up, flash is going out, and that's going to be Foxy Ash taken down. Oh. He's concerned about a potential push from Kitchen, but in the end, flank's not really going to matter too much as Texture just swinging out is able to find a timing kill, but does just leave two remaining players now as Munchkin somehow does not get hit by that stun. It's a tiny bit of damage across, but cannot find any more eliminations. Qeon will come away with a second, and it's decent.
One tap by it. So this could be a little bit tricky for Gen.G.
So going to push forward. Just around the corner here is Texture, and oh, it's instantaneous with that headshot.
And this time they're going to use the Teho utility. They're not baiting any rotations. Gen.G already wising up to this game. Hello?
And he's spilling was forward here at B, but Foxy still holding deep line from
30
Snowman.
seconds left.
He's keeping eyes trained on this Viper wall. Time bounce out into the corner, but Qeon is just able to hold that. Gets the kill before stun can connect. Texture finds himself a third, and Foxy finds the lurk. Gen to the players on the side of RRQ. Texture trying to flash himself out onto the angle. Yet finds the rope, gets across over to Nesson. Immediately plants his feet to find the kill. Armageddon going to be called in, and that just pushes Qeon out into the line of sight of 4 players. As Ash will find one, but immediately he's going to backpedal.
Go, like, this is kind of tough now because is this going to be a fast hit? Looks like it.
I mean, Qeon has taken just a ton of damage. As Ash able to find one, finds himself a second. Being pretty, he actually gets a turn for the third.
What?
How does Xpero not have him dead to rights? He's going to look for a little bit more. Full flash in, Maniat still hits the headshot.
Excuse me?
Another one. And what is this round? The wheel's coming off until the very last moment.
Right into their hands because of Ash. Texture with an op. Be far forward.
So that's going to be a collide. They're just strafing together. The 2 players dead, 0 point. Goes deep, hits garage. It doesn't necessarily scout the rest of this, but Texture should have heard the footsteps previously.
It's a tough angle, especially with the drone there. Yep.
Should tell them that everybody is now clustered up front of green, getting it now over towards yellow. Clear on some of the util here. And Texture just has the fake out and gets the peek on Monyet, trying to slide in behind the box. Mr. 4K might just be activated now. And there you go, Texture. Question is, does he act? It's a shame that his sorrow is our happiness.
True.
When it comes to these aces. Bottom to one, and a minor headshot there on a Crazy Guy. Got the dink through the corner. Qeon able to find Cushy and started off looking pretty decent here. It's quickly spiraled out of control as Crazy Guy tries to find his way back in, but dashes out of the back rafter.
Looks like it's me.
Stealth drone, however, wisely going to be sent here from Ash. As up and over the top, and Texture casual readjust. So finds the kill there. Jemkin at the ready with the knives. Needing to find some solid impact, but Foxy9 similarly prepped, has the lockdown, sends it immediately in behind the screens. Can they clear it out? Armageddon's going to have to fight their way forward here for it, but Munchkin and Qeon are holding the line. Jemkin, however, carving up 2, but now is at risk of being detained, and he's got nowhere to go. The swoop around the back, the easiest headshot in the world for Ash, as Cushy similarly trapped. Tucks back, 0 point, narrows down his possible position. The fragment lands right at his feet. Headshot, however, right between the eyes. Does manage to find one. Needs to be so damn clean. Can't quite get it done. 5-3, Gen.G continuing forward. Now Cash
Get their way back to another Masters. He's got a tough task here, though. He's very far back, and he's basically the only one here. Gets concussed, so.
Stunned up. Walls raised, but he's still managing to find the spray right through the corner before the pit, so now they don't have that. Xpero on the deepest lurk, but he needs his team to be able to hold the line in order for this to bear any fruit whatsoever. Jemkin finding the first. Knows that a couple shots came through. Is looking for Qeon. Dropped out. Foxy9 finding 3. Jemkin dead. Foxy9 on for the ace. As Qeon back around the corner, and once again, Xparrow is just far too late. The team.
Know that Nano was there, but didn't get cleared. Oh well, just a little bit of damage to the regen shield. So
Well, this time Foxy not in pole position, but swoops forward and does get counter sprayed out by Gen.G, but Munchkin similarly over. Trying to spot out where possible. And again, just going to be used on a timing here. Fragment onto the corner. Texture on the peak. Monyet on the floor. Kill found. Pop flash is sent. Just looking to try to keep them offset. As the fragment finds Crazy Guy, Texture's re-peak is there, and the defuse has been stuck. This
bit of a weaker buy for RRQ. Guardian Bulldog, still pretty fearsome firepower at the back of it. Foxy 9, hello?
I'll put over the top. Yeah, a little bit of slip of the wheel there.
I saw him look away. I think he
Might
was.
have been a glimpse over towards the mini-map. Either way, Gen.G able to go ahead and get the capitalization there. RRQ, nice, swift early plant. Good opportunity to try to stop this streak, and Xparrow hits a very nice transfer. Crazy Guy had been taken down previously. Munchkin able to go ahead and dislocate the lurk. Now Gen.G gone. Suddenly we're into a 2v2, but the time is going to be working against Gen.G. The flash going to be sent. Good timing going to be sought there as Qeon looking for a little bit more, and we'll be able to find that final.
Finding the value that he couldn't previously. Qeon, right where he needs to be.
To come online.
Playing mind games as well. Maybe you think it's the Killjoy or something, trying to get close to the lockdown.
Could well be. Oh, up and over the top. Munchkin. Not asleep. Finds one, but is going to get timings. Not reading Gen.G's position. Keeps himself alive for now, and yes, it was Qeon's flash. Just lopped it right in where Gen.G was trying to go. Speaking of which, though, flash is going to be sent. Gen.G eating another one, but not before Ash gets taken down. Up and over the top of 410. Qeon able to find one. Foxy going to be eliminated. His pick is dropped in, and Texture pushing forward. He's able to find the enemy Jet. Still, though, a 2v2, and Qeon caught outside. Hit now dropped all on Texture. And the time is just not going to be on his side at all. Swings forward, spots one, finds the headshot, finds another. And Xparrow is just not falling for it. Says, yeah, I know that I've won this one. Mr. 4K will strike again. But it is going to be RRQ coming away with the last 2 rounds.
4Ks, he can get as many of those as he wants.
Yep.
No aces, please. It's almost like, oh, hold on.
Okay, well, Xparrow just trying to play off the turret, but double facing.
We know that this, Gen.G, no matter what the iteration of it is, what players are on it, they love the sheriffs. Ooh, so does Gen.G.
I was going to say. Gen.G's right there with him. Good kill to go ahead and pick off Munchkin. Flash's fragment for post-plant now going to be taken away from him. One flash still in the hands here for Qeon as Gen.G looking for a little bit more, but Qeon at range. Needs a bit of damage, down to 50, but comes away with the shot of the Ghost. Crazy Guy nearly spammed out. Eventually does get taken down. Qeon on the crossfire, finds Texture. Now it is Monyet still just making his way over.
Left.
2 players at full HP. Needs the shots to be crisp, and they know his position now.
Toxins going up.
And Wildspeed picked apart there at the end.
Yellow box.
They suspect this many on the back of yellow. Because she's above. Really just Gen.G being noted so far. Clears one. Gen.G on the peak. Able to find another. Texture. Eyes set towards the top. And does manage to transfer down for a second. Gen.G will similarly come up.
30 seconds left.
Use them while you got them. Gen.G trying to swoop out. Gets a headshot. Just for a little bit more. Gen.G finds himself a third. Bulldog does get picked up, so far, the 2 weapons, the 2 rifles are carried in here from Gen.G.
One enemy remaining.
Qeon will find Crazy Guy. Just Gen.G to try to be the difference maker. He's on for an ace with this now. He's
No
looking
way.
for a gun. But they've all been stranded away from him, and the turret around the corner. He hits the headshot, but the turret almost certainly would.
They know their win con. This is what worked for them in Lotus. Get to that operator early.
Do they read this right now? The answer is looking like they do not. Oh, jump peek and gets the shot. Munchkin, the one to take the fall. Texture similarly just strafing out into the open. Foxy 9 trying to open up this A side a little bit. Finds it
Here, untenable. An operator there. Yep, use those salvos to clear.
Great fan, Qeon finding the first Xparrow there, doubling up the angle.
Down A.
Drops the spike now here in front of screens, and Foxy will be taken out. Solid here from the side of RRQ. Aggressive forward positioning taken from Gen.G. They pump the brakes and now they look to hit the go button. Jemkin going to be finished off as the salvos do collide. Cushy Crazy Guy going to be picking up one apiece, but so too do Foxy and Qeon. Now suddenly it's a player advantage for Gen.G. 4 left in the mag. Foxy can drop down, goes for the reload, and Xpharaoh quickly drags across to find the headshot. Even Qeon now on the floor.
Last player standing.
Ash dead. It's all on Foxy, goes up and over the top, finds the first alarm bot going to be set up.
Killed my bot.
Cleared out here by Moniette. Slow and methodical. Spotting nothing here for the moment. The tap and up and over the top goes Moniette. Down he won't fall. That is a red.
Though, it's still nice for RRQ to know where they can take space and how they want to position their pieces. They're just going to leave Jemkin there.
Oh, great readjust, Moniette. It's a little bit of damage in reply. One shot really suffered as Nano Swarms widely going to be finding the regen shield here from Qeon. A wider angle does manage to find the one shot, but Xpharaoh once again there to trade for his teammates. It's in an advantageous position as Jemkin gets the knife into the head and gets the reset as well. Texture Foxy 9. To see if they can try to clutch this out in the double face, and it will be Foxy coming away with one. And in the end, RRQ will go ahead and scoop this up, keeping the gap shortened a bit. 3 rounds separating.
Just send it. Because we could take this round. Could be a real backbreaker.
Oh,
never mind.
Well, there goes the Phantom. Picked up quickly by Munchkin. But Dimensional Drift, no more.
Yeah.
Foxy gonna drop down and almost finds the timing. Had it lined up and
Munchkin with that rifle trying to buy a little bit of extra time.
This is how we.
Here we go. Armageddon. Sent out here from the side of Crazy Guy. Munchkin able to find the first, finds a second.
No way.
Swings out looking for a little bit more. Ash at the same time able to find Jemkin. Suddenly, the Armageddon does get called. Crazy Guy pushes forward, takes a ton of damage, and manages to clean up the 2 kills. Bails them out of the round.
Yeah. Well, now it's a lot tougher for RRQ. Because the lockdown proficiency is going to be there for Gen.G. They're going to use the pit as well.
Texture in deep, out wide. Crazy Guy finds a headshot. The pit in there as we have the dueling lockdowns. Cutting across RQ. To tuck back. 1 player detained. Xpharaoh going to be caught there behind the box. Munchkin is not spotting him out, and he is getting spammed to all hell. The push forward strikes now, finds the first, but it's swiftly going to be dealt with. Given the previous damage suffered, Foxy 9 able to find one. The defuse pulled off. The time ticking is just not going to be there for him. Crazy Guy frantically trying to sprint away, but he cannot do anything to bring this round back to bear. Gen.G.
The chance to put down that Viper's pit, kind of counteract everything that RRQ wants to do in that retake. Still make a hell of a go of it.
Jemkin up and over the top, but it's just a target-rich environment. Texture.
To dial up an answer this time. We have seen success from Jemkin earlier. But are they going to be ready for these players that are tucked right underneath? I mean, they were expecting maybe one on the other side of the fence.
Foxy's checking shallow, but Crazy Guy just flushed out. And what are these shots? Munchkin. So damn swift.
Sneak further forward positions towards the B and mid side. They wouldn't be necessarily completely wrong. Crazy Guy going to reveal his position, though. Pays the price.
Munchkin takes him down. Has been spotted up. It's press connecting. Texture with a quick little exit. Jumps back away. Swings out. Does Jemkin. He's able to put the enemy Yoru down. Now a 4v4. 3 players on this side. Jemkin eating a bit of damage. Salvo's going to be flying. And Cushy unable to find the shots. But Foxy and Ash, they shall. A little bit of time by perhaps with the Nano Swarm, but Xpharaoh needs to go absolutely nuclear from this position. Finds the first, finds the second. Munchkin, however, shuts him down. And that bite, Munchkin relaying all of this to Foxy 9. The tap. And basically no one peeking. Not giving him the time of day. Effectively ignoring him, ghosting him here on the round until the very last moment. Munchkin will hit the headshot. 13